Today is the last day of June 2026, and it's also the last day of Cancer Survivor Month. And as I sit here out on the farm, overlooking the land after a good rain, reflecting, I want to share that this month is not just about celebrating those of us who are still here. It's about those who are gone. And it's about honoring every single person whose life was forever changed by a cancer diagnosis. The ones that were newly diagnosed or in the middle of treatment, those that might be choosing their path of treatment or living with metastatic disease, those who are in remission, and the families that walk every step of the journey beside them. 3 years ago, I became part of a club that I never signed up for. Just a few weeks ago, I learned I was facing it again. People often tell me that I'm strong, or they'll call me a warrior. But the truth is, I'm not. God is the warrior. I'm just one of his sheep, doing my very best to follow where he leads me. Every decision I've made has been covered in prayer, guided by faith, and informed by hours upon hours upon hours of reading the scientific literature and having conversations with physicians and experts. My journey has included surgery without chemotherapy, radiation, or endocrine therapy. That was the path I felt God led me to take. But I also want to say something that is really important. I don't believe my path is everyone's path. Cancer is deeply personal. Every diagnosis is different. Every tumor has different biology. Every family situation is different. Every person's convictions are different. And every individual deserves the freedom to make informed decisions without being shamed for choosing differently. Whether you've chosen surgery, chemotherapy, radiation, targeted therapy, integrative care, or a combination of approaches, I respect your fight. We are not on opposing teams, no matter what the stage you have. We're all simply trying to find our way through one of life's hardest valleys. One of the greatest lessons cancer has taught me is how incredible and precious life really is. You begin to treasure ordinary moments, like waking up. You hug your kids a little tighter. You make sure that you say things that you want them to remember, and you become more intentional with your time. You don't take tomorrow for granted, because you truly begin to guard every single breath differently. Cancer has also taught me that it's an incredibly complex disease. In some people, genetics play a role. For others, environmental exposures may contribute. For many, like me, it likely involves a combination of metabolic health, hormones, inflammation, nutrition, stress, trauma, infections, environmental factors, and things that science is still working to understand. There is rarely one single cause. And because of that, we should never assume we know why someone developed cancer. There is no room for blame, only compassion. What I do believe is that we should faithfully care for the things that God has placed within our influence. The foods that we nourish our bodies with, the way that we move throughout life, the sleep that we prioritize, the relationships that we protect, or sometimes have the courage to leave, the stress that we carry, the products that we bring into our homes, the questions we ask before making any medical decisions. None of those things guarantee perfect health, but they are ways we honor the incredible bodies that God has entrusted to us. For me, none of those things are my foundation of peace. My peace has never come from a pathology report. It won't come from a PET scan. It doesn't come from statistics. It comes from Christ. Tomorrow, I'll walk into a PET scan, only the second one I've ever had in my life. I would be lying if I said there isn't a little bit of nervousness, because there is. I'm claustrophobic for one. But there is something so much greater than any fear that I have, and it's my faith. Because I already know that whatever tomorrow brings, God's already there waiting for me. Nothing about tomorrow will surprise him, and nothing can separate me from his love. Nothing will change his promises. So as Cancer Survivor Month comes to a close, my prayer is simple. May you love more deeply, forgive more quickly, care for your body more intentionally, extend grace to people whose journeys look different than your own, and never lose sight of the one who walks beside us through every diagnosis, every surgery, every treatment, every scan, and every victory. I'll leave you with one of my promises, or one of the promises that has carried me through every season of this journey. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. For some reason, I never realized that it said my right hand. I'm always looking for patterns and meaning and connection. Cancer that I had in my body was on my right side. He's got me, and he's got you. Even if it's cancer that you're not dealing with right now, whatever it is, I just want you to know that that verse pertains to you as well. And it's one of his beautiful promises. All we have to do is accept it as our truth and shut out anything that speaks against it. If you like this video, or if you know someone who was touched by cancer, please share this video with them. Perhaps it'll give them some comfort in a dark time. Comment below if you want. And if you would, pray for me tomorrow as I get this PET scan, and stand with me in agreement that this PET scan is going to be clear. I feel it. I have a peace over me. And that's all I have to say tonight. The sun isn't visible to set, but it's beautiful out. Just had a really good rain today. We needed it. But you guys have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Bye.